What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Modine, and I'm back again with another news for you. I know it's been a while. Let's just say I lost my password to YouTube, so now I have access. I can now communicate with you. So let's talk about the most trending topic right now in Ghana, which is Shatta Wale's Lamborghini. It's come under great concern. It's become a great concern for Ghanaians because of what Shatta Wale said the other time, and also some news, how do you call it, press release going rounds, you know, from the EOCO. This is how I see the whole thing, you know. First of all, the main factors that are involved in this whole thing is, one, Shatta Wale himself, the Economic and Organized Crime Office, EOCO, and then you have Ghanaians in general, and I'm going to touch on the media to some extent, but these are the primary factors in the two, EOCO and Shatta Wale. But in there as well has got something to do with the United States of America also, because of the car involved. Now, this is how I want to look at the whole thing. Shatta Wale came out a few days ago to say that, hey, not a few days, yesterday actually, that you came to my house with guns and because you want to get a Lamborghini and all. I know you guys know all these things for now, but before this, a few months back, it became a topic of discussion where people were just talking about it here and there, that Shatta Wale's car has been seized. It became a huge thing on social media, right? Now, for me, usually I wouldn't comment on such things until there is enough proof, or what I mean by proof is that the parties involved might have come out to speak about it, and in this case Shatta Wale came out to speak about it. There are different aspects to this. I want to make it short so that I don't make it prolonged, right? Number one, now there are definitely portals where one can check if a car is stolen, yes or no. I mean, if you are somebody who is working and you make somewhere around 2,000 Ghana cedis every month, definitely if someone wants to sell you something worth maybe 5,000 or 10,000 cedis, you would make your checks, right? But sometimes, let's say you earn 2,000 every month, someone wants to sell you something that is worth about, let's say, 100 cedis, you take it as it is, right, and just go, because it is not like a big deal. But so long as it surpasses what you earn, right, we all become legitimately worried and we start asking questions here and there, right? Now, I don't think in the clearest of conscience that Shatta Wale, with his business acumen and all, will just dish out $150,000 to buy a car without doing proper search. Do not forget that this guy is a guy who is on the internet every time. He knows what's going on. He is street savvy. His type of business acumen is not just what you know in the books, but streetwise. You know, he has both ways, and he has good people around him to tell him stuff, right? And so I don't think he would dish out $150,000 to buy a 2019 Lamborghini, right? And I've come across some people saying that the amount of money being mentioned is too cheap to buy a Lamborghini. Come on, it's a 2019. Before you open your mouth and talk about all this kind of thing, go online and check the price ranges, you understand? And then you will understand some of these things. So I don't think Shatta Wale is stupid enough to just dish out money, go buy something without doing proper checks. Now, let's just say he didn't even do the proper checks, right? And he bought the car because the car had already been brought into the country by another dealer or something, and he went there to buy the car from the dealer. And so now, looking at the fact that he bought the car from the dealer and the fact that someone has already imported the car in there, this is where I have a problem coming from the government standpoint, right? Now, in the past years and currently in this year, there's been a lot of issues to do with car theft issues. Now the question is, with rights of jurisdiction in the law, is EOCO, that is Economic and Organized Crime Office, responsible for tracing and seizing stolen cars? It is no, it is not within the confines of their whatever. They are primarily focused on organized crime. And so, for example, economic and organized crime. And so, for example, if somebody is flagged as having committed a certain crime, you know, within their whatever, and they tend to like go work on the things, and they have to maybe seize your properties and all that to kind of like raise the flag and go after some things and run some investigations whatsoever, then of course, yes, they can come in there. But I think where the Ghana government is failing a lot of the citizens is that before you clear a car that one pays anything above 150,000 in duties, right, a cross-check must be done by even the ports authority, so that the car can be impounded directly and returned, you know, so that whatever money the person spent on the car whatsoever, no, will be gone. But now you get such a car, you go and pay like 300,000, 400,000, 500,000 cedis just to clear the car, and then after driving around a few times, you are told that it's a stolen car, which is basically no fault of yours. No one gets up and tells someone from Ghana that, hey, Charlie, go US, go steal card and take and give me, make a take flex. It's stupid. You understand? There are a lot of things that go on. There are some people in the US who will actually go lease a car and give the car out. They will find ways and means to ship the car out to Ghana, and then later go report that it's a stolen car, and they will come and sell the car to flex in a name that these things will not be found. But we live in the computer age, in the internet age right now, and a lot of the things will be brought to bear, will be brought to book. You understand? There is also other people who are just sitting somewhere and they want to buy. Look, this can happen to anybody. Now imagine you're sitting right there and then you do all your checks to go buy a car, a luxury car for that matter, and then one day you are driving in town and you are stopped and they tell you your car is a stolen car, and you know legitimately you bought that car with your hard-earned money, you know, something you really worked for. And it is not a good thing. I know people do not like Shatta Wale, and they always like it when he is in trouble and all this kind of stuff, but let's think of it in this way. If he were your brother or something, you would have thought of it in a different way, right? But then again, we can all fall victim to things like this, and Shatta Wale did nothing wrong. Now Shatta Wale coming out to talk and people saying that, yeah, he's overcommitting himself to some things and that he's now opening himself up for further investigations. My brother and sister, whoever is watching this right now, if you've committed no crime, there is nothing to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing to be afraid of. When you are a free-spirited person and you live your life freely and you say it as it is, you know, I mean, taking guns to someone, you buy a car legitimately, knowing purposely that you haven't committed any crime, and then one morning you wake up and then there are guns and things in your house because there is a stolen car in there. You know, these things can be done in a way when the person must be invited. Once the car is located, in my opinion, the person must be invited to bring the car in, and then once it is done, you close the case over there. But there are some people who may resist, and when they resist, of course, then you can go in there with the guns and stuff like that, because this person is not a criminal. And according to Shatta Wale, when you came to his house, he was told Edu Boahin. But now in the so-called press release that is going around, there is another name in there. Now this is my take on this one. That press release going around, I don't see any official logo from the EOCO people, so I assume it's not from there, right? And you know, see, we are quick to judge, we are quick to insult, we are quick to do, but I don't think Shatta Wale is stupid to just go out there and just squander 150,000 US dollars for nothing. This is someone who has been teaching prudence when it comes to the entertainment space and making the amount of money one can make in a good time, using your hard work in a smart way, you know, to earn a living. And for him to work this hard and just go squander 150,000 knowing that it's a stolen car is actually stupid. You understand? And so right now a lot of people are also saying that, why doesn't he just go to the person he bought the car from to go demand his money because it's a stolen car? See, it's business, and when it goes wrong, the person also can equally tell you that I mean, a dealer brought the car for him and all that kind of stuff, and his business. You've used the car for some time and all that kind of stuff. You can't just come and say that I should give you the money back and all that, because perhaps the person is not known for selling such cars and all this kind of stuff. So it is a bit dicey. Let's be a bit relaxed in the way we deal with issues here and there. I know a lot of people will come and say, yeah, we know you're a Shatta Wale fans, you've come to defend him and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't make any sense. Where there is truth, you put it there. This issue of car theft, the Shatta Wale, not Stonebwoy, but Sarkodie was also involved in something like that some time ago. This can happen to anybody. They are on the street and people come to them and tell them, hey, I have this car for sale, I have this car for sale, and then you would want to buy it depending on your connect and all that kind of stuff, right? So those who are like roaming around saying that artist A, artist B, artist C has never purchased a stolen car before, well, are you sure that whatever they are driving is stolen or not, right? And in Shatta Wale's case, I even doubt that it's a stolen car. It's just a business gone wrong, where someone maybe purchased a car from another person and maybe they bought it with illegal funds, like maybe they defrauded some people and all that. You know, when it has to do with the FBI, maybe this person who has been in prison in the United States for 18 months whatsoever perhaps might have defrauded some people and used the proceeds from the fraud to buy cars and ship them down in Ghana. And so then they started maybe talking, because maybe they have images of the person driving those cars, video footages of the person driving those cars and all that kind of stuff. And so maybe in the registry, the person might have registered it under his name in the US and have used it before, and they question it. Where is this car? Where is that? And maybe that must even be the issue at hand, where someone defrauded people and used the proceeds from the fraud to purchase this car, and so it's a crime. And everything that you acquired from this money, this fraudulent money, we are acquiring everything back, and this affects Shatta Wale. You understand? It doesn't mean Shatta Wale is a fraudster. It doesn't mean Shatta Wale is going out there buying stuff. Who in their right sense is doing good business will go out there and say, I'm going to buy a stolen car? For what reason? One thing that I'm very happy about right now is that Shatta Wale himself has decided to now buy the cars all the way from the United States himself, from like very valid dealerships, right? Like his Rolls Royce. Come and say you are seizing the Rolls Royce too. The new Lamborghini that he's bringing in, once it arrives, come and say you are going for it again. You know, these are the things. And for me, we should be very diligent in the way we deal with issues and all kind of stuff. Yes, maybe you may not like Shatta Wale, but this is something that can equally happen to you, your father, your brother, your sister, whatsoever. People in your close circles. It can happen to anybody. My name is Modine. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. As you always know, peace.